Hey, Emmy, why don't you shut up, bro? Ah, what's up, guys?
What up, guys?
Yo. I just finished a 7-mile walk.
I just ran 8 today. Not to like one up you or
You
anything.
ran 8?
No.
Bro, I have
Sounds funny, I
no
know.
idea how you could like do a marathon. Like over triple what I did today. Like it felt so long. I
Just
walked
gotta
all the
have
way to
endurance.
Mar-a-Lago, bro.
Did you look for Trump there?
Yeah, there are like a bunch of Secret Service towers and stuff there.
I'm sure if he lives there, definitely.
Yeah. But, like, how long did it take? Like 3.5 hours.
I remember the first. I always like whenever I hit like a record for like furthest distance I've run straight is like a big accomplishment. When I started out a couple of years ago, I remember hitting 5 miles like in a row running felt great, and then I hit like 7.8, and then 10 was a big milestone. 15 was a huge one. And then I think I made it to like 17, and then after 17, I did the marathon. But
Do you have like a running schedule or do you just like
no, I just kind of raw dog it, figure it out.
what? Wait, so what did you do before the marathon? Like, what was the
I mean,
closest to that?
17.
Oh, that's
But
a
most,
very
I was
big
running
goal.
like 10 miles a week. Like I wasn't doing anything crazy. I just was like, I'm going on vacation tomorrow. I'm probably gonna gain weight, so I might as well burn like a ton of calories today. And I'm
Were
like, you know
your
what? I'm just
legs
gonna
cooked after that? Like, did you
my
have to take a full rest day?
my hips were cooked, and then I sat on a plane the next day.
Yeah. Cause like when I get like 30K, 40K step days, like my knees get really tight and my quads start hurting bad.
It's definitely It's my hips always.
Do we do track? Nah, we do long distance cardio. I walk and he runs.
I gotta figure out what this one world is. It's gotta be this one.
Bro, yesterday I was squatting and I
Let's
thought
go.
I was doing 205, but I was actually doing 215 because on one side I accidentally had a 35 instead of a 25. And I was like, bro, why does it keep being so uneven when I unwrap it? And then I realized at the end that had 10 extra pounds on it. So,
It's funny.
so I got 215 for like 6 or 7. I forget.
6, 7. All right, I gotta find this damn world now. Because I know I didn't make it in 2020. Like, I'm just trying to. This one, I doubt it. It's definitely not that. I gotta start naming my worlds so I can. So I can figure this shit out.
Damn,
So it's pissing me off. I should definitely like know what I'm doing here, but
how many pounds would you bulk to if you wouldn't gain any fat?
if I wouldn't gain fat, I'd never stop bulking.
Did you hear that?
I did hear that. Wait, I
Like,
found it.
bro, what even is that?
Look what my friends and I did. This is the last sleepover we were at. He was
Wait,
a baby
what?
villager when we named him.
Oh,
Hang on, let me show you guys this. Kevin, ignore the name of the villager. My friend did that, not me, for the record. This is like our little villager uh, camp thing. That was the first house I made. I got like a hot tub here. Anyway, this cabin may look okay from the outside. I'm about to leave this, not like leave it live itself, but go off for a second to send a video to someone because I was trying to find it to send to them. Alright, so it's like kind of basic, but got these rooms. But I mean, I did it all in survival. The hard part was like gathering all the wood and shit. Really nothing to do inside of it, but I just didn't play on this world as much. I wanted to create a bunch of shit. And I'll leave this for a second.
no, I'm different. I'm walking around busking. You know what I'm saying? The round down. Come to a right where right you think you're macking, get shut down. Fast and speeding through the city. And I running brain to my dash to Gmail. Like, Is there an F1 car over there or something, bro? What do you do for a living? I take people that are 25 pounds overweight and I remove the 25 pounds from them so they now are freaking.
That moan was kind of crazy. What's up, D?
Who is like terrorizing my city with a V12 right now, bro?
Bro, low key, like I just got all the diamonds I wanted, and then I like lost the motivation to do anything.
Yeah.
Like I swear, that's the thing. That's how I get with everything. You ever like work so hard for something you really want, and then you actually get it, and then you're like, well, what the hell do I do now?
Yeah.
And you know what I don't understand is people that travel like 80,000 blocks from the spawn to to make their house. So
It's because the joy is in the journey.
yeah, no, I mean that's how it is in real life, like in everything.
Yeah. Like, we would probably still work out even if it didn't get us jacked. You think so? Tim? Son of a big key, Christian.
I'm gonna keep it a buck, probably not, but well, I would
I,
do it if it kept me healthy. Like I would do something else that was good for me and be like super into that. I'd rather like focus on something that does have an end goal because that's the point, but like something
yeah,
that
you're
I
right.
can also work hard towards. Because if there's like nothing on the other side, then it's really like deflating, and you're like, what am I working towards?
But, like, why are you playing Minecraft right now, man?
Because it's fun. I can make stuff.
But does it have an end goal?
I mean, you kill the Ender Dragon, but you get to build stuff. Like there's like you can be creative. You don't have to have a specific goal. Like I don't think I don't enjoy my actual. I mean, some of them I actually do. My actual sets of lifting, like bicep curls and stuff, I like getting a pump. But like if I'm doing like legs and shit, I don't do legs because I enjoy training legs. I do legs to grow my legs.
Yeah. You don't like the feeling of like almost passing out from hitting like a heavy set of squats?
Absolutely not.
I kind of like it.
I like the feeling of benching. I like the feeling of curling, especially preacher curls. I like
Yeah,
the feeling of
I love curling.
tricep. Pretty much like I don't love doing back, the feeling of it. But I mean I still do it. I love doing like any kind of arms and chest and shoulders I'm in the middle on. Right. Sometimes I'm like depends on the exercise. I've been doing like the lat raises where you lean against something. That kills me. Like you've seen me like do it with like not great form, like 5 or 40s on lat raises. And then when you're leaning down, I'm getting like 15 on each side instead. It's way
Yes.
harder. Bro, we made it to football tomorrow. We got full Sunday of NFL.
Yeah. Would you still watch football if you couldn't gamble on it?
Yes.
So, like, what would the end goal be, though?
The Bills winning a Super Bowl,
But then what? Like, if they do it, then what happens?
win another Super Bowl.
But, like, what happens for you?
I get entertainment out of watching the games. Like, let me okay. I
It
don't
actually
think
boosts
that
your testosterone when your team wins. Do you know that?
I did not know that. Like
Yeah.
when I'm playing games, I don't play games because I think they're gonna get me somewhere, right? I play them because they're fun to play. Like there are things you can do that are fun to do that maybe aren't like amazing for you, but I don't drink with an end goal of like getting jacked because I know that's not how it works. I do it to have fun.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just challenging your thing because you said that you wouldn't lift if it didn't get you jacked because it doesn't have an ankle. So I'm just giving you a hard time.
The end goal is win Mr. Olympia as a natural. Being the first one to ever do that.
Yeah. The end goal is like ourselves enough to not leave Earth, right?
No, I'll never have that happen. I could look like Ronnie Coleman and hate the way I look. Like it's just
Yeah.
never gonna.
Do you ever think that? Do you ever like look at like the most jacked people in the whole world and be like, "Dang, bro, they're still so small. Like I gotta get bigger than them."
Yeah, I mean, not people bigger than me, but like I know people like that. They still don't like the way they look.
Yeah, but like you don't ever do that. You're never like, "Dang, bro, like I guess I'm not that jacked, but like look at this like maybe it'll be like a super jacked person, but like not a amazing picture or something." And I'll be like, "Dang, bro, they just look like they don't even look that big. Like I gotta get
Yeah.
way bigger than them." You know what I'm saying? Like I know I sound super arrogant
No,
right now,
I
but
I
like
know what you mean, but I don't really do
yeah,
that much.
yeah. 6, 7.
Lock in, not a green screen. None of that today.
Love. Emmy, shut up. You're such a hater, bro. Oh my gosh. Bye, Julie.
I was like one sit faster away from throwing up from that. So nasty. Didn't even absorb the creatine, so I gotta pour a little bit of this in here
That's
so
what
it
I
gets
just
it.
had. 3 scoops of blue raspberry creatine. Do you love me? Do you love me?
I haven't seen Funny Guy's gay ass in a while.
Is he here?
No, I was just like thinking.
Oh, guys, does anyone understand what they're talking about at church when they say something uh, like no amount of like good stuff you can do will like get you in a better spot in heaven, but that also me, but you also like are supposed to be the best Christian that you can and like not sin as much as you can. Like I don't understand.
Like it's like saying that, and I'm not like super religious, but like you're supposed to have faith in Jesus, and like you're not supposed to do good things to be doing good things, and you shouldn't like look back in the past and be like, well, I've done good things, so I can't be like so that they outweigh. You shouldn't be doing good things to outweigh bad things. You should just always be thinking about doing the right thing. Like, what would you rather than just be like, like, oh, I did this good thing, I did this bad thing. Because I did this good thing, this bad thing's fine because it outweighs it. 'Cause that's what they don't want you to do.
So it's like
Laura broke up with her
it's
boyfriend. That
so
means she's
it's
gonna
like
text me tonight.
so it's supposed to be like a mindset, not a like competition. Is that is that it? It's not like you're supposed to like keep track of like how many rights and wrongs you did. It's just like keep the mindset of like always try and do the good thing and then like
Yeah,
just like
it's like it's faith. So you're always trying to, and D can tell me if I'm wrong because he's a good Christian. Um, so tell me if I'm saying the wrong thing. I think I'm right, but it's like it's faith that you have, and
um
basically like you're like when you're doing the right thing, you continue to do the right thing. You can't be like, oh well, today I'm gonna go get wasted, whatever. But the next 5 days, I'm not gonna drink, and that's like and, because you can, like, apologize and be forgiven for all your sins.
so I don't get it. Like yeah, you're not supposed to do that, but if you do it anyway, then you're still good. Like I don't get it. Like that doesn't
Well,
make any
yeah, but if you're, like it's different if you, like, before you do it, you're like, "Oh, well, God will just forgive me so I can do it." Like,
sense. He
if you're,
will
like,
do it, right?
consciously okay, yeah, but that's a different kind of sin. That's just, like, blasphemy, which is the worst worst one. Because that's saying, like, I know what the right thing is to do. I'm consciously thinking this is right. I'm thinking about God, but I'm gonna ignore God in this moment so I can go do what I want.
But like, how does it even matter like which sin is worse than others if you really can just like afterwards be like, oh yeah, sorry.
Because you're not really sorry.
So
Like,
if you're
if
not really
if you're
sorry, then you get
you're not really okay, do you tell me if I'm wrong? But if you're just saying, "Oh, God will forgive me anyway," and then you ask for his forgiveness, 95% of the time you're not actually sorry.
yeah. But isn't that like a weird thing to think about? How like God can just like read the chemical combinations of our brain to know our intent behind things and stuff. Like when
If
you
there's a
break it,
God that's all-knowing, then they know if your apology is sincere or not.
yeah. But that's what I'm saying. Like when you break it down to like a scientific, like chemical
Yeah,
shit, it's
that's what
like
I'm saying.
God
Yeah,
is
he's saying if
literally
you're
reading like the chemical juices in your brain of like what your intent was when you did everything. Isn't that like cool?
yes, God can read the intentions of your brain. You think a God that created a universe couldn't understand the intentions of someone's brain?
No, no, no. I wasn't saying like that's stupid and like it doesn't make sense. I was just saying like, isn't that
No.
like cool and like kind of interesting?
Okay, yeah, yeah, I know what you
Yeah,
mean.
I meant crazy as like interesting, not like impossible. Yeah, it is chemical juices, bro.
I'm of the belief that love is just a chemical reaction.
Hold on, someone is shooting a machine gun out of their exhaust. What were you saying?
Yeah, I think Alora should text me now that she doesn't have a boyfriend. Just kidding. Um,
Thank you, Jay.
I forget. Anything about God. Well, the thing is, like, if you really had faith in Jesus, um, like if you 100% like actually believed you'd go to heaven or hell for doing different things, like you would follow Jesus above him if you truly believed in him. That's why faith is the whole like basis of a religion.
Yeah.
Oh, you fucking bitch! Oh my God! You should. I gotta show you this clip.
Where you go,
That might be the most insane. Bro, so I got pissed that he love you too, Laura. Watch this. Alright, so I'll go for the handoff. This, bro, I just clipped it. Give me the last.
I just don't understand. Like, bro, like, what is about to happen in heaven?
Alright, watch this. Right.
Is heaven
So
gonna be
I
like
go for the run.
custom to each of our needs and likes?
We get our block. Right. He goes, fumbles the ball. My dumbass receiver comes from behind him, picks it up, and runs it in for a touchdown. That's
Yeah.
insane.
So, bro, what is heaven gonna be then? Is it gonna be like a custom, like, fun thing for each person's likes and preferences, or like what? Like, if we all like different stuff in this world, how is it? You get what I'm saying?
Everyone can do what they want. Well, if you're in heaven, then there's one common thing that everyone loves there, and that's Jesus.
Yeah.
That makes sense. But you can also do what you want, probably. I'm sure.
Like what kind of entertainment and like activities are gonna be there
Well,
too?
say you love playing basketball, you could do whatever makes you happy.
But then
There's also
like
something that said like you get a fully new body when you go to heaven.
but like say you're playing basketball, if everything in heaven is good, how can there be like a loser, like a losing team?
Because people can handle winning and losing,
But
I
it
think.
says like, and like if you get your joy from basketball from fighting people and hurting them, how are you gonna get your joy in basketball in heaven?
I guess Jesus would not have a basketball court for me in heaven. I'd be banned.
And like are there gonna be no speed limits in heaven? Like I'm gonna need a SVJ and no speed limit. And then, you know what
I'm
I'm
sure
saying?
there's roads you can drive the way you want in heaven.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not like super set on any faith right now, which is like I'm arguing for the side of if you did believe. I think there's reasons to believe and not to believe in everything. Oh yeah, that play's gonna
Yeah.
make me cream. Holy shit. No, Laura.
ChatGPT convinced me that I should just believe in Jesus, so I decide that's what I'm going with. But like we all know it's still a gamble though.
All right, here's the thing. You
And you know
lose
we like to
nothing.
gamble.
This is not a reason that Jesus would be real or not, but you don't lose anything if you believed in God.
Yeah. The reason I think I just thought about this now, I think religion is cool because it's gambling. You don't know for sure until you die whether you get the outcome or not that you're looking for. And gambling, it's cool. Like, let's go. So basically, we have a 50-50 chance that when we die, it's either lights out, no consciousness, or we get to go to heaven and then do heaven stuff.
Where'd you
But
get
I'm
the
gonna go.
50-50 number from?
But then I'm gonna go grab my portable charger and
You
then
know what I could say
we're
that
gonna
sounds
talk
like that?
about crazy
When I
stuff.
come home, I either will find $1 million or I won't find $1 million under my bed, and therefore there's a 50-50 chance.
Exactly.
That's what Indy said in other words.
Okay, guys. Next concept that's gonna make me sound like I'm on shrooms, but really, I'm just having deep talks with you guys. Okay, so how did all of us just spawn into this world and collectively come from literally nothing like this inside of our moms or dads? I don't really
That
understand.
is why I believe in
Okay,
God. That
okay.
exact
So
reason is why I believe in God.
we all just spawned from this inside one of our parents, and now all of us are just sitting here on this YouTube live stream. What?
Yes.
That doesn't make any sense, bro. Like, we just spawned out of this so we can all sit here
Yes.
and flex at the camera.
That's why I think, like, it does not make any sense to me, people who believe there's no God or, like, no, like, eternal not even, like, a personal God, just, like, at least a creator.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be, like, the Christian God or a Muslim, like, it doesn't have to be any specific religion, but, like, believing that, like, you just popped in your mom's stomach and came out of her vagina, like,
It's just
let's
so
pump the
weird
brakes on
how
that.
we like spawn and then we slowly phase into consciousness. And like no one knows how to explain consciousness, and it's just like a thing. And like if we don't have it, it's basically like
Well, no, we know how
starting.
to explain consciousness, we just don't know why
Yeah.
or
But
what makes it
if
like
any
you're
one
aware
of
of your
us,
if you're conscious, you're aware of your surroundings.
yeah. But if any one of us lost our consciousness right now, the entire universe would not exist to that person. Think about that. That is insane, bro. If you die right now, that means the whole universe is gone for you. But
Me. Well, you never
for
know.
us,
What
it's
if you
still
get
there, but for you, it's gone.
what
Isn't
if you
that
get
crazy?
reincarnated?
Yeah. But bro, come on, that's crazy. Yes, we did just spawn, bro. That's how it works. Indy going deep. Pause. If you read your Bible, I feel like you would know. Yeah, but I
Lord, I
don't
ain't
hear
going.
anyone talking about these
Bro, no
concepts.
one can like officially actually know what makes you conscious. Okay? That's just we know what consciousness is, we don't know what causes it.
I'm
And
just happy. I'm going to tell you guys some of the things I'm grateful for. I am grateful that the YouTube algorithm has allowed Tim to be my friend. And
Mhm.
I'm grateful that Togi is alive at the same time as me. Andrew Tate, Big Brandon Carter. I'm glad that we have the guy that made Apple so we don't have to use stupid Androids. I'm glad whoever made Helix and creatine. I'm thankful for cows because they give me dairy, whey protein, beef, steak, cheese, milk, and a name to call fat bitches.
I'm
And
I'm thankful for big booty Latinas.
yeah, like, bro,
I'm
what even?
thankful that gyms exist.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm thankful for the code that was written to gain muscle because it makes it so it's like it's fun. The process is fun, and then you get to freaking and like guys. I think this whole stream is rage bait. How is it rage bait? We're just going deep on concepts of like why the world exists. And like sometimes everything just feels like a joke. And like what even is a joke?
Have you ever looked at yourself and you're like, "Yo, I'm a person." Like, I
Yeah.
don't know how to explain it, but, like, have you
Sometimes
ever or, like, looked at yourself in the mirror and like, "Yo, what are you doing? Like, you're a person." Like, I'm thinking that right now.
sometimes I
Like, what
look at
even is a
myself
person?
and I'm like, I'm literally just like a tree. Like I'm just like my I have my body and then I have my head and then it looks like a palm tree. So I'm basically just a tree that walks around.
This is the kinda shit I normally say when I'm drunk, but
Yeah, like guys.
but, like, seriously, have you guys never, like, looked at yourself and been like, "Holy fuck, like, I'm a person?"
Yeah, bro. I'm like
Or have you ever thought like,
I'm
"Bro,
a
I
human.
wonder what color you see, because I can't know, I'm not you." Like, what if you see some color that doesn't even exist to me?
Yeah. I'm like, bro, when you break down like the syllables of the words that we are, I'm a human. What is a human, bro? Like,
The fuck is a Tim? What's an indie?
like,
Oh, I actually almost just said the N word and forgot I was on stream. What's an we don't know.
bro, we're not high. I'm telling you, I'm sober as shit right now. I don't. No, you can't critically think this deep when you're high. Like you, well, maybe you can. I don't know.
I gotta
No,
start
we're
connecting the dots of the universe when I have, like, 5 drinks.
yeah. But being high is like being a child again. It's like everything is just super sensory overload. But I don't think it makes you like smart enough to where you can go into these super deep concepts and like make sense. Like we're making sense right now, questioning the logic of why the rules of the universe are like and like
Being
I
drunk
just
feels like being held like, half conscious.
yeah,
But, like, also really like, you're too, like, unconscious to have any problems.
yeah. But what was I about to say? Bro, another thing I don't understand how someone else can be fully conscious in another language. Like I
Like,
don't get
think in another language.
yeah, like cuz I used to be pretty good at Spanish and I would like almost be able to start thinking in Spanish. But it was like weird. I was like how does anyone fully like just learn this from the start? And like their whole code is just different than and like how to like
You're just built different.
there are other humans that have knowledge that I don't
Oh,
and
I made $300 tonight.
other humans have knowledge that I don't. I feel like that's also weird how we all just have like a treasure chest like storage unit full of stuff and all of our storage unit full of stuff is different than everyone else's. Isn't that weird?
No. It's the same for all other animals, like, some dog knows how to sit, some dog doesn't.
But it's so like
Some people's treasure chest thinks that it's okay to be racist, some people don't.
bro, and what the frick? All right, guys, we're about to start looking at the stars, and then we're gonna have more. Where are the stars,
Oh,
bro?
dude, you didn't hear about I didn't get to tell the story of how I made $300 tonight.
Okay, do it,
I
do
just
it.
mentioned it. All right, Michigan State is playing Boston College. Michigan State has not beaten Boston College until today since 1995. I see they're at like 3 point something to like 4-1 odds, whatever. Anyway, I put in $70 on Michigan State to win. Because I don't know, I just had a feeling, right? And that's a really bad thing to say whenever you gamble, that I had a feeling without any reason to back it up. But I did have a feeling. So I put $70 on the game. This game goes into double overtime and comes down to a 2 point conversion, and Michigan State wins. I was hooting and hollering and going crazy right at that very spot over there. How long? How long? Thinking that we could be something for real. When I
And bro,
wrong?
like,
How long? Drawing the fearsome
you ever
things
just
that I
like?
can see. That should
Sometimes I'll
set
just
us
look at
free.
different parts of my body and be like, "What even is this, bro? Like, why does this like do this
Especially a certain
function?"
particular one. I'm just kidding, guys.
No, but like, I'll be like looking at my eyes sometimes. I'm like, can I just like see stuff right now because of this ball in my head? And like, what even are teeth? I don't understand.
Teeth are a thing that make head painful. I'm just kidding, guys.
And like, bro, what even are animals? Like, when I see a lizard just like crawl by me on the sidewalk, like, bro, what is this thing? Like, you're such an NPC. And how do we not know that lizards do have consciousness and they just don't want to talk to us? How are you going to prove that a lizard doesn't have consciousness and it just doesn't want to talk to us?
He's
You
definitely
can't
high
do
right
that.
now.
No one in this stream can prove that a lizard doesn't have a consciousness.
Except someone in this stream has probably had 7 gummies tonight. And it is not me.
No, guys, I'm fucking sober. I want someone to tell me how you can prove that a lizard does not have consciousness and that it doesn't speak English. Someone, no one's
Because if you
saying it.
speak to a lizard in English, it doesn't react to what you say, even if it doesn't speak back to you.
But it just walks away and ignores us. Like some humans will do that. So how do we know that it doesn't just do that?
Yeah, but if they understood what you said, they'd still react to it. Like if you say, even if they're trying to ignore you, you'll still get a reaction on something. Like if some dude walks out and I'm like, "Fuck you, you stupid," another word, they're definitely gonna react to that. Like you could tell they'd have a reaction to what I said, even if they're walking away.
Cause like no guys, the funny part is I really am sober right now. I'm gonna watch this stream back and like take
I'm
notes on this.
fucking sober. How do we know that lizards aren't conscious, guys?
Bro, lizards are way smarter than us. The lizards are literally buying all the Bitcoin right now, and you don't even know. That's why Bitcoin is at 113,000. What even is a Bitcoin, bro? Like, what even is a dollar?
Dollar's a fucking sheet of paper that you can use to get stuff.
But why?
Because if we didn't have sheets of paper that would help you get stuff, then there wouldn't be a fair way for people to get stuff and we'd have chaos. You know, this exact problem is what caused World War II and allowed Hitler to be Hitler. Because Germany started printing money and all the other countries were in depressions.
But how do we just all accept? Like, I get it. Don't get me wrong. I love money and I want a ton of it. But what made us all just accept? Oh yeah, this digital freaking number is what
Because
we need.
powerful people got together and then powerful people decided we needed currency at some point, and I guess the dollar is just what they decided.
Yeah, like I guess that's just what our like lizard brain has tied like resource to at this point. Like it's kind of embedded in us now. Maybe that's it.
Let me predict what Andy's about to say next. I'm gonna take my hood off. All right, let me do an Andy impersonation. I don't have sunglasses, unfortunately.
They're
What
not.
is shit? Why does this brown stuff? I thought I heard someone upstairs. Why does this brown stuff just randomly come out your ass every once in a while when you've eaten too much food? What is piss? Why does a yellow stream come out your Johnson or your coin slot if you're a girl when you've had too much to drink?
Like, what is a bicycle, bro? Like, you, like you just like you put your foot in a circle and then you start floating across this the street. That's so weird. Or like, what is it? What is a speeding violation? You put your foot down like at
A
this
little too
angle.
hard on a
Yeah,
little too hard of an
you
angle,
do
and then
this. You do this instead of this, and then you get in so much trouble. Like, oh my gosh, I freaking instead of oh, what a big difference, bro. What? And what is a police officer? Like, why did they get to just punish me for being a bad boy? Like, when they're like not even better than me.
let me
Like,
continue. Let me continue on the indie train if we're gonna do
like
this.
they go home and eat and watch TV. Why did they get to handcuff me and call me a bad boy and make me sit in a room with metal
What the
bars?
fuck is a dick? Why is there this random thing attached to me that whenever I need to use the bathroom when it's going number one, that I just release this liquid out of my ding dong? That is exactly what you sound like tonight.
What even is a blue light? And like, why are these glasses making me seem so smart? And they're making my sleep be better. What is sleep? Why is it 12:52 a.m. right now and why am I screaming? That's a good question.
Actually, I'm be honest with you, the sleep one's kind of valid because, like, imagine telling some alien that doesn't need it that we have to, like, lie down for 10 hours and close our eyes because our body needs it. Like, imagine telling some species that doesn't have to sleep at all that we lie down with our eyes closed for, like, 10 hours a night and we can't function well without it.
And like, what is it though? We don't have any control over like what happens during it.
I feel like sleep is proof that you could live in a simulation because you can be conscious in a reality that's not true.
I, guys, I'm freaking on a different frequency right now. I'm dead ass. I'm fucking sober right now. But I feel like I am connected to the code of the universe. Like, you guys
You know what
know,
they think? And this is what you gotta figure out now. Now that you're connected to everything, It's this
Yeah.
thing called the unified field theory in physics, where they believe that there's some formula that can be used generally to describe all forces in the universe. Now figure out what that formula is.
Okay. 4.8 times 654 equals 12.892. Oh,
See, a formula usually has like variables because you just stated an incorrect multiplication problem.
like
That's
us.
that's maybe like, guys, 4 plus 5 equals 9 plus 7.2.
No,
It would
because
be like,
guys.
no, no, no. Literally, like you could say, like, I figured out the unified field theory. It's y equals like 4 times uh Cox constant to the 25th power. But you could like pretend that Cox constant was like something that was so advanced that they'd never be able to figure out what it meant or what it was, and that like you had everything figured out and everyone was below you.
Yeah. What if we're all in a simulation and the stars are just holes in our bubble? Oh. But what is a simulation? Like, why would that even matter? And like, yeah, we literally are. Like, what the heck? If no, because if God coded the universe, so we have to follow the rules of the universe, that means
Either
that
way,
it's a simulation because we're following the freaking code.
if we're in a simulation, it doesn't affect our lives in any way. I don't know why people like get caught up on that.
Yeah. And like, explain what good and bad is. Can you do that without saying the words good and bad?
Good is something that is positive, like a beneficial thing. Bad is something that is negative.
I no, but like without using synonyms, like can you explain what the feeling is? Like it's weird. You get what I'm saying? Like you can't explain feelings really. It's weird.
That's why
Like
language is a thing.
like you can't explain hot and cold. Like all these freaking
Hot,
coding
hot
thingies.
is, and then cold is. Hot
That
is
was
Megan, and cold is. Guys, what is a butthole? Why is there just this random tiny hole that you push shit out of?
what is an arm? Like I used to think my arm was for grabbing things, and now I think my arm is just for going like this and freaking looking at it. And no, like, gosh, I completely understand why everyone would think that I'm completely drunk and high and both right now. But I'm actually completely sober and I'm just like, you know,
What's up, Penny?
like,
All right, I got a good one. What is a hand sanitizing alcohol wipe? What do you mean I just put this thing and rub it on my hands and all of a sudden they're clean? And what is clean? We don't know what clean is. And also,
oh,
I'm convinced that some myths aren't real. You mean to tell me with the technology they had in like 2000 BC that a bunch of Egyptians built a giant pyramid? Do you know how long that would take for us to build now? Like I'm convinced the dumbasses that we live with couldn't do it now. Although they are Africans, so they probably could. They work harder than us. But you cannot tell me that 4,000 years ago that they just somehow knew all the geometry and the measurements and everything to execute it so perfectly.
We don't know how many times they tried though, and it just
That's
like,
true. We don't know. The aliens haven't visited Earth and then been like, this just isn't worth our time. Like, I mean, we got humans that are asking what an arm is, so I'd
what?
rather go for a planet with useful creatures.
Wait. This is gonna be really hard to like imagine for a second, but just can you close your eyes while I describe this to you?
Okay.
Okay, so imagine this is what your consciousness really is. So someone has a video game controller and they're controlling everything you do right now. You can't prove to yourself right now that that's not what's happening because you can't prove where consciousness is coming from.
That's called
So
free will.
so you are now being controlled by someone with a video game controller forever.
That's just called not having free will, and there's no way to prove that you do or don't have it.
Like, why is my hand floating across the air? That doesn't make sense.
Have you heard that there's a theory you live your life once, right? I can't correct myself. And you know how when you die, it is true your life flashes before your eyes. That is a true statement. What if your entire life flashes before your eyes? And then when your life before like flashes before your eyes, while it's flashing in that like flash before your eyes, it flashes before your eyes again, and you live in an infinite loop of basically you just live the same life over and over again. And it
Whoa.
goes on forever.
So you're saying like it just replays like slowly?
No, it just replays it like the same speed as like you say you finish your life at
Yeah.
75 years, and you just basically it's like Groundhog Day, but for your life, and you would never know.
Yeah. So you're saying say I live to 100 years old and I'm 18 right now. You're saying in 100 years or in like
And 82 years.
yeah, in 82 years from now, I'm going to be back at this exact same spot saying the same words.
Well, it would be 100 years if you lived to 100, but yeah,
And then, but am I gonna know that that's happening,
no.
or is this the first time? Do you get to
This
change the loop? What can
you no, you
change the
don't
loop?
change the loop. You don't know. Like this could be your first time. Chances are, if that's what actually happened, this is like your billionth
All
time
right,
living
if
the
this
same
is the
life, and
first time,
you don't
time
know.
to scream. No,
Time to scream. Time to create some history and say. But it's possible we've had this conversation like a billion different times. It's possible funny guy commented on our live a billion different times.
bro, are we vampires? What is a vampire?
The
We're really breaking down everything tonight, guys. What is a vampire? You guys have never seen a real vampire. What do they do? List all of their traits. Tell me everything that a vampire does, and then I'll tell you if I am one or not.
they are nocturnal.
Oh, maybe then. A
Well, they
vampire
like
is a.
can't they can't go out in the day.
What is
Like
a
turn
vamp and what is a ire? Immortal beings who consume human blood, can't be in sunlight, nocturnal, and charming. Okay, so let's go through it. Am I charming? I think sometimes. Nocturnal? A little bit. Can't be in sunlight? Nah, I love sunlight, so I am not a vampire. Are you drunk? No, bro, I don't fucking drink. Drinking is not what I do. What is alcohol? And if it's so bad,
he's definitely
why
drunk
why do people keep putting it down their freaking throats and then saying
because it
stuff
makes them
like what
happy.
I'm saying? Vulnerable to garlic and wooden stakes on heart.
Yeah, you can see the pain in his dick. I agree.
Yeah. Like, what is Cialis, bro? I just put this tiny little pill in my mouth and then all of a sudden I feel more jacked with zero side effects. Like, where did the word jacked even come from? Like, I don't imagine
We know
how
how
cool.
language probably started. It's probably like people started making sounds to identify things, but they didn't like talk in a language. But like just so they could recognize with their tribes, like not like remote or something fancy. Like I could look at this and be like hoot or something like that, right? If you're like an ancient human, right? And then we start calling it poot, and then we start naming everything. So we have names for it, but like eventually the names become more complex, and then you make like verbs, and then later you make adjectives, and eventually you have like an actual language and like dialect you can talk in.
Yeah,
That's how it probably went.
yeah.
You know what's cool is like you can and we'll never be able to do this because I'll explain why it's impossible in a minute. But if you look at a planet like that's 40 light years away and you were to look at a microscope, you would see everything that was happening 40 years ago. So like so obviously this isn't possible, but like say there was some telescope, maybe it is, that could zoom in 65 million light years away into Earth, like they could be watching the dinosaur extinction right now. That's what they would see because the light hasn't traveled to them all the way. But the reason we'll never be able to see that
Wait,
is because
that means that if I pull down my pants right now on this balcony and someone is looking from 50 million light years away through a
in
really
50
nice
mi-
telescope.
in 50 million years, if they're in the same spot and they're looking at where you are, they will see you taking your pants off.
All right, I guess I got to take my. No, but that
Yes,
means every time I peed outside, there's a chance that someone 50 million
way in
light
the
years
future.
away
Yeah,
saw it.
but you know why you'll never be able to see the history of Earth? Like I could say, I want to
Why?
watch World War II. That would be so cool. I want to watch the dinosaur extinction. Well, because if it's that many light years away, then it takes that many years at the speed of light to get there, and then by that point, all the time has passed, and then it would be like, say you finally reach 250 million light years away, traveling just under the speed of light. Say like just
Oh,
under, but then all that time has already passed. So then you'd have to be looking from 500 million light years away.
so you're saying you have to go faster than the speed of light to get that far?
Yes, to be able to
But then
see in
what
the
about
past,
the
which is why you can't go in the past. It is possible to time travel in the future, but not the past.
then what about all this stuff in the universe that's already 50 million years away from us?
And we can't get there.
But can we
Well,
see it?
we can get there, yes, but eventually I think it'll like move fast. I guess there's like from where we are right now, because the universe is expanding and everything's like getting like slightly further away from us. There will be a point where you literally like can't see anything because it's all so far away.
Bro. And like imagine when we think about like the Bible and stuff, like I feel like sometimes we don't actually think about how it was real. Like we think about it as like a nice thing, but we don't think about it like it was real, like the same way we think about what happened earlier today was real. Does that make
Well,
sense?
yeah,
Yeah. Like we think about like, oh, I just picked up this. But do we think about it like, oh, this thing in the Bible just happened? Like imagine how cool it would be to actually have been there. Like I want you guys thinking right now about what actually happened. Like how cool it would be to like be doing all this stuff that now these humans right now like me are like talking about.
yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen
But
that
that's kind
thing?
of sad. We'll never be able to watch the past ourselves
Yeah.
from light because it'll by the time you get there, all that you'd have to be going faster than the speed of light, which is impossible.
Yeah.
Maybe it is possible. I don't. I'm pretty sure it's not, but we can't prove it.
Right. Have you seen that thing Andrew Tate said of like, you know how during COVID, like it wasn't actually that bad, but when you say it on paper, it sounds really bad. Like all the stuff they're gonna have in the books, like, oh, people were locked in their houses, and
Yeah, they're gonna
everyone
make it a lot worse than it
everyone
was
was
because
dying. And then he said, well, if they're going to say that about COVID, think about everything else in history and like what's actually true and what's just completely a lie. Like, how do we know everything that what we've learned about isn't just a lie?
I think we've learned about the truth, but a very exaggerated version in a lot of things.
Yeah.
Like, because let's be real, we were all like gooning and playing video games during COVID. Like, it was not a hard time in our life. And thought
Yeah.
Andrew Tate's video on COVID was like the funniest shit ever because he's like, I hear there's this virus and it's killing everyone and everything sucks. So I'm like, okay, I get up, walk outside, everything seems normal. There's no big virus, and I know it's all not real.
Yeah. I never wore my mask, bro. Well, only when people force me to, but usually not. I forgot COVID even happened at all until I just said that.
The guy on the right is a know-it-all who knows that. Dude, I'm talking about a topic that I'm interested in, right?
All right, I'm banning that guy because I'm having too much fun to start screaming at someone and hating on them. So that guy is banished for the entire rest of the entire universe. I don't think he realizes that, but the fact that I'm not going to reverse that decision now means that for the rest of human history until the end of time, you'll never be able to comment again on my video. You'll be able to tap your screen, but your phone full of pixels will never let you unlock the capability to type inside of this channel again. Haha, loser.
He got mad. I think they got mad because I was talking about how COVID wasn't that bad. Like, yeah, there were like jobs lost, but I'm gonna be so real with you. It was they're definitely gonna make it worse in history books than it was.
Yeah.
I'm not saying when I'm talking about this, like I guess I'm phrasing it like I know everything, but I'm not acting like I know everything about the universe because I don't.
I'm just having fun.
Yeah.
I just think this is very interesting, guys.
Yeah,
And
it's
the
an interest
fact
like
that I don't need any drugs or alcohol to have this fun conversation, I think that's pretty cool. But what were you saying?
I forget.
And like to think about, guys, there's going to be so many more people in your lives that you haven't met yet that you're like really going to like have a strong connection with and like be best friends with like in the future. Like in the future there's another human that you have a very strong human connection with and you don't even know yet. Cuz like when we think about the timeline of the universe, God can already like oversee exactly what's going to happen, right? So that
Yeah.
basically means we are being simulated. Because if he knows what's going to happen and we're just acting on it ourselves, but it feels like we're doing it, is that not what a simulation is?
See, this is why I don't fully believe in any specific religion. I believe there's a God. I also don't like sometimes I'll read the Bible and I'll be like yeah, that I don't really think that happened. That's like when I see that that they saved two animals to make everything and basically just denying evolution I can have a brain when I read it. I believe in God, but I also know some things I read are
Yeah, some of the crossovers
not
don't make
right.
sense.
It also contradicts itself, but I don't know, and like no disrespect if you believe it, but I think because I'm here and I came from nothing, that there's some kind of God that created me and wants me to be here and probably cares about me. But I also like don't think that there's any evidence or reasoning to why I should believe a specific religion because religions use the concept of hell as a scare tactic to get you to follow them.
Oh, so you're saying it's just a big marketing thing.
Yes.
And then, yeah.
How many people do you know? Because also, like, even if that's true, there are like six different like main. Okay, we'll go Judaism, Christianity, Buddhism, Hindu, um, Muslim, Taoism. I guess you could say like those are seven like main religions in the world, I guess. And like a few of them have the concept of hell. Some of them are like recreation. The goal in Hinduism and Buddhism is literally to not exist anymore. Like you've risen up the hierarchy or whatever, and you're not there anymore. And then for for Christianity and Islam, and I think there's another one like they have the concept of hell, but like if there's seven different religions, like if there was really a God that was all understanding, that understand like the circumstance that you're born in is going to affect what you believe. If I'm born in North Korea, I'm probably not going to be Christian. That's a
Right.
fact,
Yeah.
right? And
Like
I
if
don't
you were
think an
born,
all-loving, reasonable God would send you to hell because you grew up in North Korea, like where no one is Christian there.
right, I get what you're saying. Like, how can you go to hell for not believing something that you didn't know existed?
Yeah, or just like there's so many religions. How are you just supposed to like an actual all-loving God would not send you to like an eternal punishment for picking the wrong one when there's not
Right, I
concrete
get what you're
evidence to
saying.
believe it.
Because, like, if God can control everything, why would he make the code and the
Why would
rules?
he just put a bunch of people there that are gonna have no chance at ever believing in
Yeah, and
this
if he know
specific version of
if he,
himself?
if he can see the infinite timeline, he knows that they're not going to do it. So why can't he step in and save?
Well, that's free will, but
I know, but how is it free will? Like, why is free will a thing if he can see the infinite timeline of what's in the future?
so I believe in God. I pray to God. I don't pray, but like
That's
to God and not a specific religion. I pray to a higher power. I try and do the right thing, but I also think like
that's true too, though. If he made everything perfect, there would be no point because there has to be contrast
well,
for two things
yeah.
to exist,
If you make
right?
something perfect, then there is no perfect. Everything's in the middle.
Yeah. I no. I'm not saying like God isn't real. Like I believe in
Is
Jesus and
Christianity in
stuff
North Korea?
too.
I'm not okay. There is Christianity in North Korea, but someone born in North Korea is much less likely to be Christian than someone that was born here. If you were
It's
born
also
in like,
illegal. Like you
yeah,
can get killed for that, right?
I don't know well enough, but like if you're okay, I'm gonna use India as an example. India's like main religion is Hindu. There's nothing wrong with that. And Christianity still exists in India, but it's not like the most common religion. Like the average person born in India is probably not going to be Christian. And I don't think like an all loving God would punish you because of like a disposition you had to believe something else.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Okay, now we need to talk about how on how is it possible that out of every single little speck in the universe, we are the only place that has like humans just like this? Do you believe that? If the universe is expanding and infinite, how can that be possible? It can't, right?
It's not true. If the universe is infinite, then there would be more versions of you. Or
That's
there's
what I'm
multiple.
saying.
I think there's a multiverse. Like I do believe in.
So there
I
is a
believe that
version of me and there's a version of
There's
Tim right now
literally,
that
if
are
there's
touching
infinite
each other.
versions, yes. There's a
If
version where Jesus is real, there's a version where Jesus isn't real. There's literally, like, every single slightly different thing, like, I'm gonna move my hand right now. There's a version of me that didn't move his hands and, like, live the exact same rest of his life as I have right now and the exact same past of my life. Like, any little thing you do slightly differently, if there's really
wait,
infinite
so there's a
versions.
version where right now we just get out of this moment and I jump off this balcony.
Yes. There's a version right now where I jump up and smash my head through a ceiling tile. There is a
Yeah.
version right now where I take my pants off and start throwing it back on live.
There's a version right now where Tim's mom comes downstairs and KOs him onto the floor.
Yes.
What is
There's a
end
version where
trophy?
I'm the next Michael Jordan.
Yeah. There's a version where I'm currently Indiana Van Zandt is driving a SVJ Aventador to your mom's house. Oh, you
This version.
watching right
What if
now?
I said that
There,
I don't know what I am talking about if there's an infinite universe, then every possible version of you exists. Exactly what I'm saying is not wrong.
that means if the universe is really infinite, there is literally, guys, whoever's watching this right now, there's a version of the universe or this Earth where Indiana Van Zandt is driving a SVJ Lamborghini to your mom's house right now. If the universe is infinite,
There's a version.
I'm I'm
If the
sorry,
universe is infinite,
it wasn't
there's a
me.
version where WWFU,
What?
where I'm driving over his place, and I'm WW fucking his mom.
Guys, how is all of this stuff real? And it's, you know what else doesn't make sense? How tomorrow we are all just going to wake up after doing sleeping, which still doesn't make sense. And then we're going to just accept everything as normal and what we do. Just, this is just what life is and what stuff is. Like,
Let's
let's
go, Jay. $20.
go! $20!
He reported me for saying WWF his mom. All right, you know what? WWFU, you're getting banned.
Let's go. We are jacked philosophers, according to the big homie Jay. Thank you, bro. I am not going to be able to talk tomorrow.
You know, WWFU is a snowflake, so he got banned.
Oh my god.
Talking shit about me, and I said I'm gonna WWF his mom, and then he's like, "Nope, we can't have that. Maybe take this stream down afterwards."
Just chill out. Just chill out. Because I don't want to take down this stream because I want to be able to watch his back. He's not talking about it being, he's talking about an infinite number of universes.
Yes, that
Yeah.
there is probably an infinite number of universes. I think so. A lot of scientists think so too. That's not just me.
Wait, should we unhide him and see if he really reported us?
Do you get notified if he reported you?
I don't know. Let's unban him and give him a chance to tell us what happened.
Unban him.
This is Gaylord practice. What is a Gaylord? But guys, just there's a moment.
He didn't report us. Okay, there we go. You're
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
My
See,
bad. My bad.
yeah, I had a feeling. I was like, okay, I think this guy's chill. I don't know what. Okay, yeah. See my intuition, W. But okay, what was I going to say?
Yeah, he kind of rage baited me. He succeeded. Good job.
Yeah, but I was gonna say, there's a time. Fuck. There's a point in this timeline of this universe that we're currently in where Tim and I get to finally meet in person. Isn't that cool? It just hasn't
Yes.
happened yet.
There's a version where, if there's really infinite versions, I'm gonna
In
think of the most
New
ridiculous thing. There's
York.
there's a version where I come down to West Palm, and you see me, you greet me with open arms down like this, and I just shit in your hands. There is a version where that happens.
Yeah. But guys, if
And then there's a
I,
version where you eat it too.
there's also guys, what this also means is that every single thought that you have thought of has happened in another universe. Every single
Yeah.
dream you've ever had has happened in another universe. And
There is a version that is possibly this one, where I say a certain word that I shouldn't on stream.
are you guys straight? I don't know. It depends what universe we're in. In this universe? Hell no. No,
No.
I'm kidding. Yeah.
Hell no. I saw this video, it was like a Clash Royale video, but the audio was a dude talking about why gay porn is better than straight porn. He's like, if you think about it, the straight industry is just a bunch of people trying to make money, and it's a business. It's not real. And he's like, but when you go to the gay side, there's passion in those moans. There's like a, oh my god, I really want to do this factor.
Bro, shout out to Jay for the $20. That's such a beautiful number to look at on my screen. Bro. We really are some philosophers. No way
Yeah,
they're straight. Unfortunately, like I just don't get how people like get rage baited so easily, but like you just I guess the whole point of the rage bait is you type letters in a certain sequence on your screen about
Richard
who
Richardson
about who I
Richard
touch.
Nixon is anti-Semitic. That's not okay. Let's get him out of here. We gotta love Jewish people.
But like what even is texting, bro? You're tapping on a piece of glass in a certain diagonal pattern so the other person can scan it with their eyeballs and then interpret it with their electricity of their pink juicy muscle, and then they can type
Yep.
on the glass back to you with and while they look with their eyeballs and they poke with their fingertips, and then you interpret it with your pink juicy muscle. What the heck is this world?
I'm gonna go
Like,
sleep on that note.
okay, one
Um,
more closing note, guys. One of my mentors, he posted this quote from a book. It said like, "We're all just little souls running around in corpses."
peace out, guys.
That kind of hits hard. Good night,
Yeah.
bro.
Night.
All right, good night, guys. This was a very interesting stream. If you want some help losing some fat, DM me the word list on Instagram. My username's IndyVZ. I'll send you a free list of some supplements and some tools I use to burn body fat. Good night, guys.